Hello, my name is Arnaud Freddy Koumbais, and I am visiting the United States from Gabon. I was born in Gabon, and I studied at Omar Bongo University. I graduated with a master's degree in English studies, specialized in American civilization, and I work at the Ecole Nationale de Commerce, which is actually National Business School. I am here in the United States on the Hubert H. Humphrey program. I'm going to talk a little bit about, my country, history, first of all, the historical background. Gabon was a French colony, so we became independent in 1960. I'm a Punu guy. I'm a Punu man from the south of Gabon. My local language is Yipunu. I'm Buddhist, okay? I believe in the harmony between nature and human beings. So I'm initiated in my traditional religion. Gabon is a tropical country, so it rains a lot. We have very beautiful plains, landscapes, forests, and animals. So if you come to Gabon, we have 13 national reserves, and on the reserves you have a chance to see animals such as elephants, buffaloes, eagles, birds, and a lot of interesting plants and trees as well. We became independent in 1960. Gabon is a French-speaking country, and I can speak English just because I studied it at school, and that's my job, teaching English as well. I'm an English teacher. This is the clothing you can see I'm wearing right now. It's a sort of traditional clothing. We use it, on weddings, occasions. That's actually what I wore when I got married. I've got 4 children, 2 boys and 2 girls. Like in most African countries, we have extended families. So the family is like the father, the mother, the grandfather, the grandmother, the cousin. This is our typical type of family. It's an extended, family. Everybody's relative in Africa, particularly in Gabon. Typical day in Gabon, people actually get up in the morning, have breakfast, and after the breakfast, they go to work. And we finish work at 3. After that, they come back home and take care of their families. We eat a lot of vegetables, animals as well, buffaloes, elephants, monkeys. Our breakfast, culture is actually different from the Western one. Normally back home as breakfast, you can have bread, eggs. You can even have dinner leftovers. It's not forbidden to eat hard food in the morning as well. Lunch, you can have fish, rice, chicken, even those animals, crocodiles, monkeys, and why not hippos, depending on the occasion you had to have, those, things. Our public transportation system is, so to speak, is broken. So most people use taxis, okay, to get to work, or for school, boys or girls take taxis to go to school as well. As a hobby, people walk. Particularly me, I am a sportsman, so I do a lot of walking. We have trains, but the system is not developed actually. Our trains only run through 2 provinces. Yeah, people use buses, but these are private-owned, vehicles. Yes, some people have, vehicles, personal vehicles. In Gabon, so preschool starts at 3 years old. Preschool is not mandatory back home. But what's mandatory is primary school. And primary school starts at the age of 6 and until 9, okay? And from 10 is secondary school until basically 16. From 16, students graduate, from secondary school to go to university. Depending on your social background, the youngest student, at the university might be, like, as I said, 16 years old. And we have the main university where I graduated is in Libreville. Libreville is the capital city of Gabon. And we also have, higher institutions, schools, and where students who like to train as teachers, engineers, magistrates. So on the one side, we have universities, and on the other side, we have higher institutions, schools, professional schools. You'll see that, I'm one of the actors, in that video. It's a traditional ceremony, and we call this branch of Bwiti because Bwiti is the main traditional religion in Gabon. We call this branch of Bwiti Misoko. Ngonde na Dipuma. Ngonde is the sun, Dipuma is the sun, and Ngonde is the moon. And you can see that, in this video, on the one hand, you have women, and on the other hand, you have men. So those women are Mabundis. Mabundis are women who are initiated in Bwiti. It's, so to speak, is the female branch of Bwiti. And on the other hand, you have Ngangas. These are the Bwitists, because I'm a Bwitist, I'm a Nganga. So this is, the occasion was we celebrated the death anniversary of my master's father, who passed away many years ago. And these are some of the occasions where we have, for example, traditional ceremonies like, death, when, for example, a very important personality or a very important, old man, like, died in the village, we would have, those traditional ceremonies. Also, initiations. For example, someone who would like to know more about his life's mission, why he's here on Earth, and who would like to get in connection with the ancestors. It is also an occasion to have, such a ceremony. I've shared, some photos with you so that, you can see the beauty of Gabon. So you have buffaloes, elephants. For example, these animals, when you come to Gabon, we have, 13 national reserves. So you have a chance, for example, to get close to these animals, to see them in the wild. Also, you have the photos of my family, my children, my wife when I got married. I majored in English. I'm a teacher of English, and I've been teaching for 13 years now. And I specialize actually in American civilization, because when I did my master's degree, my dissertation was about, American civilization. I studied American civilization at university. So the Humphrey program for me, is a unique and transformational, journey. When I was a student, I always dreamt of coming to the United States for my studies. And the Humphrey program actually has given me that opportunity. So it's a very memorable and transformational journey. And I thank the U.S. taxpayers for that contribution. Here in State College, what I've noticed that people here are very nice, very kind, easygoing, and it actually shows a different side of America. I mean, different from what we watch on television from what we have, on the news, the divide, like, the racial divide. Most of the time we had the impression that, here in America you have like, the black people on one side and the white people on the other side. But here in State College, I had a chance to see that, people are pretty cool and comfortable with people coming from different walks of life, from different, countries, from different backgrounds. And there is like most of the neighborhoods, like, we visited, like, there was like, a poster saying, "We're glad to have you as our neighbor, no matter where you come from." And it's typical of this, this human warmth I have a chance witnessing here in State College. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart.